Simon Schofield, Head of Design Engineering at Land Rover BAR. Marginal gains by their very makeup are small. The gains are small, so unless you have good measurement, you don't know if you're making gains against your goals or not. So it's critical, and if we're not recording our progress accurately, then we don't know if we're being successful or not as a design team. We're very lucky we've got an incredibly talented sailing team, and they'll regularly come backing off the water and say, this feels better or this feels better, and we can't say why. We can't put a scientific reason on it. It's important to get the feedback from the personal side as well. In terms of a design team, just the way we structure our design team, the way people sit and interact with each other, has actually had a big impact on the way we perform as a team, and we regularly actually rearrange our office based on the the procedures and what's going on at a given time. If we're focused on boards, we may put a group of board development people together that wouldn't normally sit together. So I think that's had quite a big impact on the performance of the design team. It's important to give the people doing the work a clear directive of what they're trying to achieve, and we try and use metrics, and very simple metrics, to give them the ability to assess what they're doing. And we generally use things like seconds per mile gain or pounds per kilo in weight saving. And the background behind those calculations started off very simple. They were almost guesses. When we started the team, obviously we're a new team, so our tools were relatively mature, and we started with very simple metrics, nothing more than some spreadsheets. And as time's progressed, obviously our tools have developed a long way. We're now using very advanced race models, CFD, computational fluid dynamics tools, velocity for prediction programs. So the tools are growing, but the end result is the same. The very nature of marginal gains means there's a lot of them. They're everywhere. And there's normally more to pursue than your resources will allow. So it's important early on to establish which ones are going to give you the most gains and which ones are most likely to succeed. And then you can pursue the ones which are going to bear most fruit. I think it's also important, if one's not bearing fruit like you thought it was going to, that you abandon it and you move on. Because there's so many out there, there may be another gain you can make more easily somewhere else. Some people can get disheartened because they put a lot of work into making a gain and the end result is very small, but you've got to keep people focused on the fact that adding all these small gains together makes the big gain in the end. And it is a different mindset to the big optimization kind of mindset. It's about eking out little bits here and there. So the mindset is important. It's definitely different to a more traditional design mindset. BAR effectively is a competitive sports team, and we know that all the other teams are competitive sports teams, and that's not just the athletes, that's the designers, that's the shore crew, that's the marketing team, and they're all out there competing against each other. You can't win the America's Cup without a good sailing team, you can't win the America's Cup without a quick boat, you can't win the America's Cup with a boat that breaks down, and you can't win the America's Cup without the money to build it. So every part of the team is critical in the performance of the team as a whole.